broadly appealing title, which is, this is my new favorite game, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I, as someone who doesn't play that game, wouldn't necessarily need to know anything about the game to want to click on that video. I know it's going to probably give me some level of like intro about what the game's about. I'm going to get a lot of your opinion. For your highlights, lean more into those broadly appealing titles. And I would also say for your episode 1, also try to lean more into those broadly appealing titles. The other thing that I'm happy you said is you included the game title, which sometimes people forget to do. And the reason that this is really important is we will tag that game alongside your content. So the cool thing about it for you as a creator is if I'm really interested as a viewer in this game, I can find the game page and potentially find your content off of this game page.
I had no idea that existed.
Yeah, so it's a great thing. It's super easy to discover content this way and to discover new creators. So just making sure that you have some level of like titling around the game in there, or even if it's in your description, is enough for it to be picked up by the system.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your thumbnail strategy right now.
Honestly, my thumbnail strategy has varied so much through my time on YouTube because I've just obviously tried different styles, realized it hasn't worked, and then gone to something else. So I've tried to make mine stand out a bit more, where I've cut out like the main focus of the game and put a highlight around it, like made my like image of myself bigger without seeming like I have an ego.
It's a perfect balance, right? No, so I think that's a really good point, and I think you do a really great job at having a consistent theme across your thumbnails, and that's something that we definitely recommend. So there's kind of 2 ways to think about that, especially in the gaming space, is thinking about having consistent branding in your thumbnails across your series. Also doing it among games. So like my thumbnails for BioShock are gonna look very different from my thumbnails for Sekiro, and you do have those similar themes there. But the one thing that also tends to come up a lot in gaming is it's really easy to have a thumbnail that is overwhelming. Any thumbnail you're making, take it and shrink it down really, really small and see if it's still visually appealing and it's still clickable. Even in the gaming space, we see that most viewers are watching on mobile devices. So although these thumbnails look great to us on desktop,
on Photoshop, but they're like huge.
We want to make sure that those are gonna look good too when I'm just like sitting on a bus scrolling through on my phone. So the next thing we want to jump into is we want to take a peek at your analytics and look a little bit more into a click-through rate. So do you know what click-through rate is? Did you ever look at it?
No, I've never really been on this page, so no.
Okay, cool. So what we're gonna look at is we're going into the Reach Viewers tab of your analytics, and we're gonna look at click-through rate. And what click-through rate is it's showing you, essentially, the amount of people that are clicking on your video after they've been exposed to the thumbnail, whether that's on search or on suggested or in their subscription feed. And click-through rate does a lot of great things. One, it tells us a lot about how appealing a video is. So if we come in here, if we click on this, we click on see more, it's gonna give us a list of your videos with their associated click.
Okay, I did not download the login